The Dundies were based on an awards presentation that Greg Daniels did for his real-life employees on King of the Hill.
I actually can really see Greg doing that. I can see him going and buying them.
It was a morale booster.
Oh, Greg.
We shot this the week after Steve Carell's movie, The 40-Year-Old Virgin, hit theaters.
Yes.
It was the #1 movie at the box office.
We were so excited for him. And Steve, being the sweetheart that he has, invited the whole entire cast to the premiere.
Yeah.
And we all went, we got dressed up. And that was like one of the first fancy movie anything parties I've ever been to.
I have a crazy story about that, Angela.
What?
Well, we had been shooting all day, and then the premiere was that night.
Yeah.
And we got dressed on set, and the hair and makeup people did our hair and makeup.
Yeah.
And we carpooled, and we went to this premiere. And when we got there, I was wearing this dress. It was sort of like a lacy mermaid thing. It was like green and blue.
What?
It was my first big movie premiere.
Right.
I didn't know what you were supposed to wear or how you were supposed to dress.
Right.
It was a silky dress, and then over it
Was
had
the
lace part.
So the silk part was like the slip.
And it had this really big ribbon around the hips.
What is happening with this
I'll
dress?
tell you. And then it had the ribbon tassels were hanging down in the front. Okay?
Okay.
So when we got to the premiere, I had to pee so badly. So before we walked the red carpet, I ran into the bathroom and I peed very quickly.
Did you pee on the ribbon?
I did not pee on the ribbon.
Okay.
No, that would have been awful.
That's where I thought the story was
No,
going.
the ribbon did not dip in the toilet.
Okay.
But that happens sometimes.
Yeah, I said that because I feel like it's happened to me.
Okay, I did not pee on the ribbon, but I was rushing. And I came back out and I went to the red carpet. I took my pictures. I posed.
Yeah.
I did the pictures. Whirlwind. Hoped I did it right. Went inside. When I got inside, I realized that I had tucked the slip into my underwear.
No.
And
was your butt showing in the lace in the photos?
No, my butt was not showing. Thankfully, that ribbon was strategically poised to cover my lady bits.
Oh, Jenna. Oh, my God.
Because it was just lace on the bottom. Because I had tucked the slip into my underwear, but it gets worse.
What? How can it get worse than you tucked your... Also, didn't you fill some air in places you should have been filling air?
I was so nervous.
You were rushing.
I was
You were rushing. Okay.
I wanted to get into my friend Steve's big movie premiere.
Okay, how does it get worse?
You know when you go and you buy like the 3-pack of cotton underwear at Target,
All
and
the time.
there's a white pair, a black pair, a
You had
nude
the
pair, and then
stripy
a
pair.
crazy colored pair? I was wearing the crazy pair.
Oh, Jenna.
From my Target underwear pack. And I think, like, from the back, you must have been able to see it. Thankfully, I didn't turn around on the red carpet, but I'm sure many people saw that as I was walking.
Jenna, I do not remember if I did the red carpet or not. I don't know if I did. I think I just went in the theater. I mean, I would have to go back and look, but I feel like I didn't even know that we had to do that. And I kind of...
Someone made me do it. Like, I got out of the car and, someone grabbed me and said, you need to take pictures. And
I'm pretty sure I drove myself and I just parked in the garage and I walked in. But I just remember being so excited for Steve. And he was so happy we were there. He had us all sitting together and he came over and he gave us all a big hug. And I kind of remember that he wore a white suit. Am I remembering that right?
Don't know. Should
have looked it up. We were doing the Dundies today. I don't think I bought anything new. I don't remember what I wore.
I sat between John and Rain at the premiere. When the movie was over, I turned to John and I said, Steve is going to be the biggest movie star when this movie comes out.
Yeah.
He's going to stop being Steve. He's going to start being Steve Carell.
Yeah.
And it's going to be weird because we know Steve.
Right.
And the rest of the world is going to know Steve Carell in about 1 week.
I remember thinking like, holy moly, this is going to be a big hit.
So now we're shooting the Dundies.
Yes.
the 40-Year-Old Virgin has come out, and as predicted,
our friend is Steve
Carell.
Yes.
He's a huge movie star. And since we're on location, they had to economize space, and we were each given these teeny, tiny trailers.
To change clothes in, basically.
That's
all,
right.
That's all you could do.
That's all you could do. It was about the size of a closet. Even Steve, biggest movie star in the country, did not get a larger closet to change in. And his was infested with ants.
Ew.
And I will just never forget how humble he was and how he did not complain at all.
Well,
I thought, you know what? That is how you behave with class.
Yes. And Steve is not a complainer. And he's professional and he's on time and he gets his shiitake done.
And he even joked about it. He was like, well, that's how they keep you humble in this business. It was great. It was so great.
I have a question for you, Jenna.
Yeah.
All right. I read, when I was looking back over the Dundies, I read an article that said that BJ Novak took Jenna out to get drunk in real life and then let her know what her responses were like, because you don't really drink that much in real life. So he took you out drinking. Is that true?
Yes.
What?
Yes. I was nervous about this episode because Pam had to be drunk.
And that's hard to play and not be goofy.
It is. And I confided in the writers and I said, I'm nervous. I don't know how to do it. And Mindy had a great stage direction later where she was saying, you know, Pam is nodding along.
I loved that.
Nodding. That was in the script, that Pam is nodding when she's really
trying
drunk.
So hard to pay attention.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
I'm a normal person paying attention.
Yes, look how I am nodding at you.
Yeah.
So that was Mindy's stage direction. But the rest of it, like, how do you gradually become drunk? And I was really afraid that I was going to do just some horrible fake drunky performance.
You did fantastic.
Thank you. So BJ and I get to talking and we decide, how about we go out? I'll have some drinks and BJ will ask me questions and help me observe what it feels like to slowly get drunk.
So he was sort of going to document you having drinks.
Yes.
This is really method.
Is super nerdy.
I like it though. And I know why I didn't take you out, because I would have been the one also being like, I'll have drinks too. And like, no, this defeats the purpose.
This is a scientific experiment.
Yeah.
So I went out with BJ and it was really interesting because after the first two drinks, I was like, oh, I just feel buzzed and a little dizzy. I was laughing a lot. So that's why I had Pam do all of those ridiculous laughs in the episode. But by drink number four,
Number four.
I was drinking Cosmopolitans.
Oh my gosh, Jenna, did you get sick?
I didn't get sick.
Oh, good Lord. Okay.
I know. So by drink number four, apparently I said to BJ, I don't feel drunk at all. I feel normal. And BJ said, really? Because you're talking really loud and really close and you almost just fell over. And I was like, I did? So I stopped after drink number four. But I thought that it was really interesting how after so many drinks, I doubted that I was even drunk.
Yes.
And so all that information I kind of weaved into my performance.
Well, it worked, lady.
Thank you.
And I'm glad you didn't have a hangover. So folks, drink responsibly.
Yeah.
Don't drink 4 Cosmos.
Yeah. Don't drink 4 Cosmos.
We do not recommend.
A lot of people asked about the falling off the stool moment. Was it scripted? Did I actually do it? It was scripted. I did actually do it. But again, like being drunk, I was very nervous about falling off the stool and making it look good. So Greg Daniels, he got on the stool and he showed me how he wanted me to fall. He said he wanted me to just keep looking at John and nodding and then slowly slip off the stool. And he's very large.
He's very tall.
He's tall. He's like 6'2" or something.
Yeah.
And so he fell down. They had padding on the floor. So he and I were both falling on padding. But John Krasinski and I, we kept pretending like we didn't understand how I should fall off the stool.
On purpose to mess with Greg?
So that Greg
kept
doing it. Keep showing us.
Oh my gosh. You were like, that's a moment where you were like real Jim and Pam, because you were pranking Greg the way you would prank Dwight.
100%.
Does Greg know that?
He does. And then Greg told me later, I guess John and I told that story in an interview, and he confronted us. He was like, guys, I really hurt my back doing that.
No, he did not.
So we felt so bad.
Jenna! Oh my God, you guys. That was real life Jim Pam moment.
It was. But I love doing that. I love doing that stunt. I thought it ended up looking really good too. I was proud of it.
I thought it looked fantastic. I thought that whole part where you were nodding and then you were like, what? And he was like, what? And then you start laughing. It was so perfect. It was so perfect.